Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we are going to solve Cambridge O-Level Chemistry Paper 1 multiple choice question. For the session of May-June 2024, we have the subject code 5070 and the paper variant is 12. We have 1 hour for this paper and we have to solve 40 marks, 40 MCQs for this paper, and this paper is carrying 40 marks as well. Okay, starting from question number 1. Which physical change are both exothermic? Exothermic reactions are those reactions in which energy is released to the system, or endothermic reactions are those in which the energy is absorbed. So condensation and condensation is an example of exothermic, but evaporation in it the energy is absorbed, so this is the wrong option. Evaporation, again this is the wrong option. Freezing, in it energy is released, in it energy is released, so option number C is the right answer for question number 1. Moving to question number 2. What is tap water? This is a common knowledge question. It is a compound note because this carries some of the elements, so it is a mixture of compounds and matter, so option number B is correct. Moving to question number 3. Okay, in which pair of particles is the sum of their charges is equal to 0 and the sum of their masses are almost as the same as 1 by 12 of the mass of an atom of carbon 12? So we know that the sum of their charges are 0, so it means it should be electron proton because they both carry negative and positive equal amount of charge, so their sum should be equal to 0. So this is the wrong. 1 electron 1 neutron and 1 electron 1 proton is the right option. Moving to question number 4. Question number 4 is very intelligent question by the examiner. An element has 2 isotopes. What is an isotope? Isotope is that have the same number of electrons or proton but different number of neutrons, or you can say they have same atomic number but different mass number. Okay, moving to question of relative isotopic masses x and x plus 1. It means one has x mass and other has x plus 2. Okay, the diagram show the composition of an atom in sample of element. This is a very good question, and this question is, we have to apply maths in this question, and this is a examiner has made a very interesting form of questions. First you need to count the number of x plus 2. The number of x plus 2 are 1 2 3, and you need to count down total, and the total numbers are 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 and 12. So it means that x plus 2 has relative abundancy would be 3 by 12. Okay, now you need to show the relative abundancy for x, and x has total 9. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, so 9 by 12. Now you need to solve it. It would be like that: 3x plus 6 plus 9x over 12, and after solving it would be like 12x plus 6 over 12. You're gonna solve it. 12x by 12, it would be x, and 6 plus 6 by 12, that would be equal to 1 by 2, and 1 by 2 means 0.5. So option number E is the right answer for this question. Moving to question number 5. Hopefully you get the understanding of question number 4. Which molecule has only 4 electrons involved in the covalent bond? This is a very simple question. Cl2, CO2 and H2S and N2. We know that 4 electrons involved would be in H2S in covalent bond. Okay, so this would be our right answer for this question. Moving to the next question, question number 6. Question number 6 is that the melting point of the melting and the boiling point of 4 compounds W, X, Y, and Z are given in the table. The 4 compounds are silicon oxide, ethene, bromine, carboxylic acid, and they form. Which row identified correctly the W, X, Y, and Z? Okay. Silicon oxide. We know that silicon oxide has a giant molecular structure, so its melting point and boiling point should be very high. So option number, this might be silicon oxide. So and this could be also silicon dioxide. Okay. Next, ethane. Ethane, the XYZZ. Okay, we know that ethane has a low melting point because it is the starting of organic compound methane, ethane. So it can be this and it can be this as well. Moving to bromine. Bromine, we know that it is a non-metal, so its melting point should be low, and boiling point should also be low. But here we have two elements, W and X, that are showing. So we need to read the next statement as well. Carboxylic acid C16H32 and O. We know that C16H32O, it means that it should be it should be like that. It should be option number this, because it is carrying melting point and boiling point, and we know that if carbon number is 16, it shows that it has the high number of electrons and it has high number of carbon atoms, its melting point and boiling point will be increased. Now we will left with bromine, and it would be X, because melting point should be low for the non-metals. So option number D is carrying all those four options, so its answer will be D. What is the formula for the zinc oxide? ZnO is the formula for the zinc oxide. This is the simple question. Moving to question number 8. Which statement is correct? If the relative formula mass of hydrated sodium carbonate Na2CO3 dot XH2O is 286, then X is 10. Yes, this is the formula of washing soda, in which Na2CO3 dot 10H2O. So this is the right answer for question number 8, part A. Moving to question number 9. Question number 9 is that in volumetric analysis, in volumetric experiment, 25 centimeter cube of 0.100 mole per dm cube. So first you need to change by dividing it by 1000. The volume would be 0.025 for sodium hydroxide. React exactly with 20 centimeter cube. You also need to change this by dividing by 1000. So it would be 0.02 decimeter cube, and it would be decimeter cube as well. Okay. What is the concentration of sulfuric and dilute sulfuric acid? Oh, okay. First we need to find the number of moles from this concentration, and for the formula, moles is equal to concentration multiplied by volume. So concentration is equal to 0.1 multiplied by 0.025. So it would be 0.0025 moles. Okay. Now we need to compare the mole ratio. We know that sodium hydroxide has 2 moles and sulfuric acid has only 1 mole, and we have just calculated its mole 0.0025. So it would be half of it. So 0.0025 divided by 2. So the answer would be equal to 0.00125. So this is the half of it. Now we know the moles and we also know the volume. We can find the concentration by dividing it. So 0.00125 divided by volume. Volume is equal to 0.02. So we get that 0.0625. So option number E is the correct answer for this. Okay. Moving to question number 10. Again, this part is from the moles topic. Okay. The equation for the reaction between ammonium chloride and calcium hydroxide is shown. 10.7 gram of ammonium chloride and 14.8 gram of calcium hydroxide are mixed and bound. 10 gram of calcium chloride is obtained from this reaction. What is the percentage yield of calcium chloride? So we know that ammonium chloride NH4Cl and calcium hydroxide has the mass that is equal to 10.7, and this has 14.8. This is given over here and over here. We need to divide it by their molar mass to get the moles, 53.5 and 111. After dividing it, we get calcium hydroxide has a 74. This is given as well. Okay, after dividing it, we get the moles that would be equal to 0.2 moles and 0.2 moles. It means that they have the ratio of 1:1, and there from the balance equation they have the ratio of 2:1. So it means that if it has 0.2, then it would have a half of it, 0.1. Okay, so 0.1 would be our limiting reactant, so multiplying by 0.1 to get its moles, because it has 1 and it has 1 ratio, so we're gonna multiply it by their mass, 111 multiplied by 0.1, we get that 11.1. But the question here is the percentage yield of calcium chloride. So we can get by dividing it. 10 divided by 11.1, we just calculated by multiplying 100, it would be 90.1 percentage. So option number D is the right answer for this question. Moving to question number 11. Okay, the diagram shows a simple electrolytic cell. Which arrow show the movement of electron? Okay, movement of electron is from 1 and from 3. Here ions move. So option number C is the correct answer. Moving to question number 12. Question number 12 is that which changes are observed during the aqueous copper sulfate using copper electrodes? It is like a pink solid is deposited on the negative electrode, bubbles form on the positive electrode, the color of the solution does not change. Okay, so we know that a pink solid is deposited, and this is the wrong option, and the color of the solution does not change. So this is the correct option, 1 and 3. So option number C is the correct. Moving to question number 13. Which row describes a hydrogen oxygen fuel cell? So we know that the chemical product of hydrogen oxygen fuel cell is water only. So option number C and D, we need to read its other half of the hydrogen has lower energy content by mass than petrol, and this is the wrong option. Are renewable energy of fuel may be used, as this is the correct. So option number D is the right answer for it. Moving to question number 14. Which statement about endothermic reactions are correct? I have already told that endothermic reactions are those that absorb energy from the chemical reaction from the surrounding. So and energy is absorbed from the surrounding, we know that this is the correct option. Energy is released to the surrounding, this is the wrong. The temperature of the reaction of the mixture falls, yes, this is the right option. So option number 1 and 3 are correct. The temperature of the reaction mixture, this is the wrong. So option number 1 and 3 is the correct option. Moving to question number 15. Hydrogen and chlorine react to form hydrogen chloride. Bond energy data is given in the table. This is the enthalpy change calculation. What is the enthalpy change of this reaction? So we're gonna calculate it. First we need to calculate the energy of the products, that would be hydrogen. Here I am calculating the energy of the products. You can show it 436 plus CCl2 that has 242, and here we get the 2 into ACl has 4331. So after subtracting it from this, you need to take it as a negative, we get the value of minus 184 kilojoule per mole. So which option would be correct? Option number B is the correct option. Okay, moving to question number 16. This statement is correct. Both physical and both physical and both physical and changes and chemical changes produce new substances. No, only chemical changes produce a new substance. This is the wrong. Chemical changes are irreversible. Some chemical changes are reversible and some chemical changes are irreversible. So this is the wrong. During a chemical change, our atoms rearrange themselves to form a new chemical bond. This is the right option. And the only way to reverse a physical change is with the chemical. This is again the wrong. So option number C is the correct one. Moving to question number 17. Two reaction each produces a gaseous product. Okay, the reaction are performed separately using the same condition of temperature and pressure. The volume of gas formed in each experiment is measured over time and the results are plotted in the graph below. At which point the rate of production of gases is the greatest. This is the greatest because in no time it reaches this point. So option number A is the correct option. Option number C, D, B are the wrong option. Okay, moving to question number 18. The reaction between calcium oxide and carbon dioxide is reversible and the power reaction is exothermic. CaO plus CO2 gives CaO3. Okay? And the power reaction is exothermic. A mixture of calcium oxide and carbon dioxide is placed in a heated flask and the reaction reaches equilibrium. Which statement about the equilibrium is correct? Less calcium carbonate is produced if the pressure in the flask increases. No, this is an exothermic reaction and we are talking about the equilibrium. In equilibrium, the rate of forward and backward reaction would be equal. More calcium carbonate is produced when the temperature is increased. No, it is not about the rate of reaction, it is about the equilibrium. The flask must be sealed if the equilibrium is to be reached. Yes, to stay in the equilibrium. This is the right option. When equilibrium is the reaction stop. This is the wrong. At equilibrium, the reaction doesn't stop. The rate of forward and rate of backward reactions are always equal in the equilibrium. So moving to question number 19. In the Haber process, hydrogen and nitrogen react to form ammonia in the presence of a catalyst. Which reactant is obtained by fraction distillation and what is the catalyst used in the Haber's process? We know that for fraction distillation the product would be nitrogen and catalyst used would be iron. So option number D is the correct option. Moving to question number 20. Chlorine reacts with aqueous sodium bromide to form aqueous sodium chloride and bromine. Which statement about this reaction is correct? Bromide ions are oxidized. Bromide ions because they lose electron because yes, this is the right option. We don't need to read other options. Moving to question number 21. 1 mole of a compound X gives 2 moles of ions in the aqueous solution. X reacts with ammonium carbonate to give an acidic gas. Okay. So first we need to establish the reaction. If we react with HNO3 plus ammonium carbonate, the formula for the ammonium carbonate is NH4 whole twice CO3. The product would be NH4 NO3 ammonium nitrate plus CO2 plus H2O, and CO2 is acidic gas, so this is the requirement of the question. So nitric acid is the right reaction for this option. Okay, hopefully you get the understanding. I have write the statement equation. Which statement about the weak acid is correct? Okay, some molecules are not necessary, yes, this they are partially necessary, that's why they are the weak acid. Moving to question number 23, which compound is least soluble in water? So calcium chloride, lead nitrate, magnesium chloride. Magnesium carbonate is the least soluble in water. Hopefully you have the idea of solubility rules of salt. Which statement about the water of correction crystallization is correct? Okay, the ratio of C cobalt chloride H2O hydrated cobalt is 6:1. No, the ratio of CuSO4.5 H2O is we know that this has 1, this has 5, so the ratio is 1:5. This is the formula for blue vitriol copper sulfate is an hydrated compound CuSO4.5 H2O. I am writing the formula as well so you get the better understanding of it. Moving to question number 25, the diagram shows a section of the periodic table. Which element has exactly 3? We know that this is the 3 outer shell diagram. This is the first group, second group, and this is the third group. So option number B is the right answer, that have 3 outermost electrons in this shell. Moving to question number 26, the table compares two properties of lithium and potassium. Which row is correct? So we know that potassium has the greater density, and we also know the greater tendency to form up because potassium is lower in the position, and when you ever go down the table they have greater tendency to form a positive ion. So option number D is the correct option for question number 26. Moving to question number 27, and 27 is that which properties are correct for the element of copper? We know that copper is a metal, so it should have a high melting and high boiling point, and its malleability should be high, so that's why option number D is the correct option. Moving to question number 28, which statement is correct? Copper is unreactive because of oxide layer. No. Gold and silver are used to make jewelry because they corrode very slowly. Yes, that's why they are precious. Moving to question number 29, which reaction take place in the blast furnace? We know that slag is formed, so option number C is the right answer, and you can revise the concept of contact process for preparation of sulfuric acid. So the slag is formed SCaSiO3. So option number C is the correct. Moving to question number 30. Question number 30 is that the presence of water can be confirmed by the use of either anhydrous copper, cobalt chloride, or anhydrous copper sulfate. Which observation is correct if the water is present? If the water is present, then the anhydrous copper sulfate turns from white to blue. We know that it turns from white vitriol to blue vitriol. So only option correct here is option number D. Again, this is the second question that has, this is the third question that has come from the hydrated compound or water of crystallization. Okay, moving to next question, question number 31. Ammonium phosphate NH4 whole thrice PO4 may be used as a fertilizer. What is the percentage of mass of element that improve the plant growth of ammonia? This is a very interesting question. First you need to calculate the atomic molecular mass of this. It would be 14 plus 3 14 plus 4. Hydrogen have 4 elements, 4 into 1 it would be 4, and multiplying it by 3, then adding phosphorus has 31, you can see from the periodic table, and oxygen has 16 into 4. After calculating it we get the value of 149. Now we know that there are 3 types of fertilizers that we need: nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, and for this element nitrogen and phosphorus are available. Nitrogens have 3 into 14 presence, and phosphorus has the presence that is equal to 31. So after adding it, you get the value 73, and you need to calculate the percentage. You would calculate the percentage 73 divided by, earlier we have calculated 149. After and then multiply by 100, you get the percentage that is equal to 49%. So our answer would be 49. Okay, moving to question number 32, which statement is correct? An unsaturated hydrocarbon is one in which more solute can dissolve. No, an unsaturated hydrocarbon are those that have double bond in it. Members of a homologous series A differ from the next by CH2. Yes, this is the right option because this is the property of homologous series. Hopefully you had the idea of this. Again, question number 33 is from the organic chemistry. What is the name of the ester C3H7C OOC2H5? So first you need to identify there are 4 carbon atoms, so it should be butyl. Okay, and so it should be and butanoate has one option number B, and it is ethyl C2H5. So option number B is the correct answer, ethyl butanate. How you have reached it? Because carbon 3 and carbon 4 carbon atoms are there, so it is a butanate, and butanate and here C2H5 have ethyl, so that's why it is option number B. Moving to question number 34. 34 is that petroleum is separated into useful products by fractional distillation. Which of these fractions have the lowest boiling point? So we know that the lowest boiling point has gasoline and petrol. So option number C is the correct answer for it. Moving to question number 35. Which equation represent a substitution reaction? So we know that chlorine is substituting the hydrogen here, so this is the example of substitution reaction. So this was an easy question. Option B, C and D are example of addition reaction. Moving to question number 36. 36 is that which row show the minimum number of moles of oxygen needed for the complete combustion of 1 mole of the name alcohol. So first you need to build an equation for it. It would be like that: butanol has a formula C4H9OH plus 6O2 and 4CO2 plus 5H2O. I'm writing this balanced equation. So this has the only option of moles, 6 moles. So option number A would be the correct answer over here. Okay. Moving to question number 37. 37 is that the diagram show the partial structure of a polymer. Okay. Which pair of the reagent is used for the polymer? So this is the correct option D because it has NH, and you can see from the question it has NH and COOH and COOS. So option number D is the correct answer for it. Moving to question number 38, that is from the experimental chemistry. A student measured the rate, and this is the repeated question, at which a fixed mass of magnesium reacts with a fixed volume of dilute hydrochloric acid. Which additional pieces of apparatus are required for the experiment? We know that a balance, a measuring cylinder, and the stopwatch is required. So option number A is the correct answer over here. Moving to question number 39. 39 is the 2 titration of dilute HCl with aqueous sodium hydrochlorides are done using 2 different indicators, methyl orange and thymoplatine. The equation for the reaction is shown: ACl plus NaOH would give you NaCl plus H2. Using a volumetric pipette, 25 centimeter cube dilute HCl is added to a conical flask with a few drops of indicator. Aqueous sodium hydroxide is added to form a burette from a burette to the dilute hydrochloric acid until the endpoint is reached. So apparatus is shown. The endpoint of the titration with each indicator occurs when 23.6 centimeter cube of aqueous sodium hydroxide is added. Which statement about this experiment is correct? So the methyl orange changes color from red to yellow. Yes, this is the right option. Then thiamine changes color from blue to color red. No, this is the wrong option. The dilute HCl is less concentrated than the aqueous sodium hydroxide. So this is the right option. So option number 1 and 3 are correct. That means C. Last MCQs of this paper. Question number 40. What is the use to separate a solid mixture of copper powder and sodium chloride to obtain pure solid sample to each compound? Yes, we know that a suitable solvent should be used. Distillation is not used. Crystallization and filtration are used. So option number C is the right answer for this question. Hopefully you get the understanding of this paper. If you do have queries related to this paper, you can ask in the comment section. This paper has mostly majority of the question coming from experimental chemistry, water crystallization, and some are electrolysis, and most of the questions from moles and organic chemistry as well. So whole subjects were revised. If you get the understanding of this paper, you can like this video and share with your friend. Don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you so much for watching this video. Allah Hafiz.